A New York man was recently arrested for his involvement in the deadly insurrection on the Capitol back on January 6th. Now, that is not funny. Leading a terroristic insurrection on the Capitol is not a funny thing. What is funny is how this idiot got caught. He was on Bumble, which is like Tinder, but, you know, different. Allegedly. So he was on Bumble and he matched with a woman and they got kind of into an argument about politics. And he started bragging, basically, about how he was there on the Capitol January 6th, and he made it all the way into the statuary, and the media interviewed him, and he was so important and all this, that, and the other. So she responds to him, and she's just like, "We are not a match." And he goes, "Yeah, I suppose you're right." Now, it could have just ended there. Luckily, it didn't. She turned him in. She took the messages that he had sent her to the authorities and said, "Hey, I think this guy you might want to look into. I think he's one of the rioters that you're trying to track down." So they get his account. They match him to a face that they kept seeing in police body cam footage from that day. So they were able to match him and place him actually where he said he was, which was in the statuary. And then they were able to track down his Facebook because they had his Bumble account and he had been bragging and talking all about it on Facebook. So they were able to arrest him and he is now in custody. That's the thing about criminals, man. Criminals typically turn themselves in at some point. Criminals will eventually brag to the wrong person, and that wrong person's gonna be offered a sandwich in an interrogation and just sing like a canary. Like, they're so concerned about the vaccine being used to track us. I was like, you're tracking yourself. You're telling the government everything. You gladly log into Facebook or YouTube, you put in all of your information, you tell them, you check in where you are every day, and you let them have all of your information. They don't need to track you. It's called the iPhone. That's your tracker, buddy.